Hello, everyone. I was going to do this live, but I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm just going to do it right here in the recording. I got excited because I came across the video a moment ago that caught my attention. And so I watched it, and I just have to say, I expected it to be something else, right? But it was really 1,000% validation for me. And I love those moments. I really do, because again, I'm all about still learning, just like everybody else, really. Um, so I think we're always learning. I always want to learn. If I'm not learning, my grandmother used to say, then there's no point. You're done, right? So I think I will always forever be learning. Um, but I got really excited because I question, why are my messages so different? Why is nobody really listening? Where's my again? I do this. I talk about this all the time. So then I got this video, and I realized that everything I've been telling you guys to do is exactly what other people are channeling from beings that are not here. Okay, and either I'm channeling them or they're coming from me, because I'm not always channeling, if you haven't noticed. So I'm gonna share this video with you and let you see that it's uncanny. He really does tell you everything that I've pretty much told you to do to get you through this time. And so, again, I think if you do listen to me, if you're on this channel, if you're able to receive, you're ahead, right? You're ahead of what's going on, you're ahead of what's coming, you're ahead of everything else. Okay? Um, and so, yeah, I'm gonna get over to it because it's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go to probably right here and just let you know that he is channeling the Pleiadians. Okay, and I'm gonna let you listen to this. This was uploaded
We
today.
are the Pleiadians, and we are connected to you, beloved. In the love and the light of the Prime Creator, we are here to share our thoughts with you. However, we do not wish to infringe upon your free will. Therefore, please understand that any thoughts that may arise from us may be put under the scrutiny that is required. And please understand that today starts the day of the galactic waves coming to your planet. These galactic waves that are coming to your planet, like we stated before, will affect people whose vibrations match above the level of acceptance. And today, before we start sharing our insights and thoughts, please understand to use your discernment, because that would allow us to freely speak our thoughts with you. And we are here to offer you the truth without any proof, because offering proof would mean a direct infringement upon your free will. Therefore, let us begin. Your planet is now cycling forward into the beginning phase, fourth density consciousness, positive cycle. And the galactic waves that are coming on your planet from today are here to assist humanity in the ascension process, in order to help each of you to raise your consciousness. And this is a wonderful opportunity to drastically improve your vibration and reach advanced levels in the scale of consciousness. Hence, today we are also going to share with you the changes that will come. The changes that will come on this planet will start to come from the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, I kept saying changes in tides too are coming in through San Francisco. Just kind of makes me think of that. I don't know if that's relevant to that or not, but Western Hemisphere.
of your planet and will continue to touch parts of the other planets. These galactic waves are equally being sent to all parts of your planet. However, as we can scan the Western Hemisphere and many of the Southeastern Hemisphere on your planet are more vibrationally ready to receive these upgrades, which means that the majority of the souls receiving these upgrades are going to be from these portions of your planet, and the window of opportunity which is before your people is so rare that many of the galactic beings would actually trade places with you if the opportunity arises. This jump in consciousness means that any entity can not only penetrate the fourth density consciousness, but to reach even higher levels of consciousness as this wave of upgradation is taking place. Many on your planet will not be upgraded because of their lower level of vibration. This exposure to galactic waves starts from May 26th and ends on the June 10th as per your current linear timeline. And let us tell you now that by working with your people from this planet, our intention is to just offer a reminder through the veil of forgetfulness that is active on your planet, which does not allow you to remember your true source and your past incarnations, and the reason why you incarnated on this planet at this time space. We are here to remind you who you truly are and also to inspire each of you to become an inspiration not only to yourself but an inspiration for others so that you could share your love light energies with other people. And that will create a chain of more souls who will graduate into the fourth density consciousness. Our main purpose is to increase the number of souls who graduate from your planets and enter into the fourth density consciousness. Prior to this, in the previous cycle of graduation that happened approximately 50,000 years ago, as per the 75,000 year cycle, there were no souls who were eligible for graduation. And we, as the family of light, were very disappointed with what happened in the past. Therefore, we are here to share our messages through a form of telepathic communication, not only through this instrument, but also through many other instruments, in order to help in improving the soul graduation number so that many of your people will become part of the new earth which is now forming on your planet. Remember that we are here for this specific reason, which is to create a new vibrational frequency and to break the old paradigm that previously used to separate individuals as they evolved. We, as the Pleiadians, have already been in contact with many of your beings on the different timelines, such as the times of Lemuria. And please understand that there are those in your reality who do not believe and understand that we can accomplish what we have set out to do with you. They feel that we are here to misguide you or to not assist you properly. However, they are also sitting on the edges of their seat, and if they do not take this opportunity, they will probably miss this opportunity for the next 75,000 year cycle. In these coming days, let us tell you that you should focus on one technique as known in your language terms that we are going to share here today.
Okay, here's the thing before I let this play. When I started hearing this, I'm like, oh, what am I missing? Is there a technique I'm not doing? Okay, I had open ears. Like all ears went poop, I'm open. Like what can I learn? Okay.
which
Like
will drastically improve your consciousness level and keep you at the optimum level of consciousness, no matter what situation you may be facing. This method is also known as the consciousness tracking method and
I had no idea. It's called the consciousness tracking method.
is used by many other interplanetary beings in the cosmos. And some beings also use it on your planet, using which you can keep track of your consciousness, which is in your hands or in your legs or in your eyes.
I don't know why this makes me giddy. I like even hearing it and sharing it. It makes me giddy. I didn't realize, you guys, that I've been teaching you this. So again, I have these methods to bring forward. You know, if you ever question who I am and who you're listening to, I mean, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have this information.
Please understand that your consciousness can only be at one point at a time. It is either in your mind, which is speaking inside its own self, sharing its own thoughts, or it is focused on a point, or a feeling on your legs, or focused on a feeling on your hands, which is touching the sides of your body. Or it could be experiencing how you feel when you sit down. This method of consciousness tracking, which we have also used in the past, will assist each of you to drastically improve your consciousness level. This method is very simple. Whenever you can, using your own free will, try to keep track of your consciousness and ask yourself, where is my conscious attention or the consciousness at this moment? And you will
This is what I've been saying and saying and saying for a while now, and it's such validation to my soul. Like it just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. That's all I can say.
find it to be either in your mind or in your body. And whatever it may be, just take it away from the mind, because the mind is extremely complicated and tries hard to distract you in your third density physical vehicle, and put it on your feelings of your physical vehicle, such as your hands, and mark this point and try to keep your consciousness on this point as long as possible, even throughout your waking daytime. This exercise will be the most beneficial to many people on your planet and will drastically cause each of you to raise your consciousness to the maximum level, even allowing some of your entities who will master this method to not only graduate into the fourth density level, but also penetrate into the fifth density consciousness if they so desire, depending on the level of vibration. Now, let us tell you the answer to the second query placed by this instrument regarding who are the wanderers in this regard. Let us tell you a short story as known in your language terms to make you understand the sacrifice made by the wanderers. Wanderers and starseeds are almost similar souls who incarnate on your planet from other planetary systems. However, there is one major difference between the wanderers and the starseeds, and that is wanderers are from the higher density consciousness, whereas
I finally have some answers.
starseeds are almost similar souls who incarnate on your planet from other planetary systems. However, there is one major difference between the wanderers and the starseeds, and that is wanderers are from the higher density consciousness, whereas starseeds are from the lower or equivalent level of density.
I never felt like I kept telling you guys, I'm not like anybody else. It makes so much more sense. So now I have a title, right? That's what we always look for, that title. So I guess I'm a wanderer.
Wanderers come on your planet and they sacrifice so much, they make a soul agreement or a contract with the Council of Planets, and since they are from the higher density consciousness, such as the fourth, fifth, or the sixth density consciousness, they incarnate on a third density physical vehicle and forget their own past in order to be of service to humanity and to other beings on the cosmos. Many wanderers come here with a soul contract extending up to 25,000 year cycle, incarnating again and again on the same plane. Once upon a time on a planet similar to your planet, there was an entity who had incarnated on the planet and who had fallen in love with another entity. However, one entity was a wanderer and the other was a starseed. After some time of their existing as a certain united complex, or as known in your language terms as lovers, one entity crossed over due to a certain disease, and this entity who was left was very sad by this loss, who then went to a reader or an oracle and wanted to find out where this entity, its lover, was. So it asked this oracle, "Where is my lover now?" in order to know its location. And this oracle, after going through the Akashic records, found out that the person whom this entity was in love with had been from the sixth density consciousness, who had incarnated on the planet just for a specific purpose of sharing love and light energies and inspiring other people. And this oracle told this entity that its lover was from the sixth density consciousness to the higher density than you. This entity then, being shocked, wanted to ask this oracle, "Then where am I from?" It asked the oracle, who looked at the Akashic records and told this entity that it is from another planet, but from the third density consciousness, and had incarnated in order to access the graduation window on this planet. This is the simple difference between the two terms as known by your people. The star seeds are those souls who originated in a different planet and have come here mostly to access the graduation window into the fourth density consciousness, whereas the wanderers are those from the higher density consciousness who also originated in a different planet, but their main purpose is to assist other beings during this ascension process. Therefore, we the Pleiadians leave you now in the love and light of the Prime Creator. See you again, beloveds. So, my friends, after watching the session, many of you may have understood that from the 26th to the 10th June, the waves are coming which will affect people and which will help us to have a leap in consciousness level. And the Pleiadians, they have specifically given us a very simple technique which we can use during this period, and they have named it as the consciousness tracking method.
Isn't that crazy that I've been doing that? Pay attention. Who did I tell to sit on a crystal? Like if you're putting your focus in your, and I keep teaching this, and I keep, if you.
And as far as I understood, what they said is that through our waking day, our consciousness or attention consciousness is always focused on some portion of our physical vehicle, or it is always focused on our thoughts. Most people are always focused on thoughts. Okay, the consciousness is always inside the thoughts. So they said that during this time period, it would be very helpful if we could just focus on our physical vehicle. So I will tell you what I am doing after listening to the message. Is
I am focusing on my right leg. Okay, right leg. I have made a point of consciousness attention, which is easier for me to keep track of. So whenever I'm talking to you, also right now, I am keeping track.
The only thing I can say is I'm sorry I didn't have a title for it or understand what I've been teaching, but that does help now. So, moving forward, I'll be able to express what the heck I am teaching and what the purpose is for. So, just note that if you are hearing me, if you are following me, and if you have been kind and open to receive with yourself, then you're on the right track. Just like I always tell you, you're right where you're supposed to be. Okay? This was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reminder for me. A little bit further of an awakening again. Like, not, it's like Spirit always, like I told you, has to remind me who I am. Okay? So keep going, keep working towards being comfortable in your own skin. And just know that, again, if you're listening to what I'm teaching you, you're right where you're supposed to be. You're going to be just fine. You're making it through. We're actually doing it. If 50,000 years ago, one of us came and we didn't succeed, and I actually came this time and we're all succeeding, what an amazing feat, right? What an amazing thing. So let's stay in that. Maybe the change in tides is this. I don't know. Let's hold space and let's just know that you're doing the right thing. Get out of your head, right? That's what I've been teaching you. Drop out of your head. Pick up everything I've been teaching you. We're in this together. I got you. Like, congratulations, because by golly, you're right where you're supposed to be. There's always a reason. Find out what that reason is why you found me. I always take things personal when people come around me and then treat me not so nice. And it's like, because I feel like I'm almost a mirror image for them, you know? It's like, what do you need to see? Let's do this. Bring it. Step it up. Rise above. Let's do this. Let's rise in consciousness. This is exactly what I've been saying. I love it. I love it. I love finding out more and more who I am, what I'm teaching you, what we're all learning, what we're all going into. Just know it's consciousness tracking. Okay, now we have a name for it. This makes me giddy again. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you all soon for the workshop for those of you who are in it. I will post a Zoom link in Patreon at around 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So much love. But I don't know if you're going to see this before that or after, so disregard that in part either way if needed. Hasta la vista, baby.